Alrighty, so where did we last leave off with
You
this
tell
video
me.
game?
I can't remember
We beat
anything.
Fruit Ball. We beat Fruit Ball, and then we did Mirage Arena stuff. We killed Monster of the Whale.
Yeah, we did. Oh, yeah, we did. That looked like it was going real bad, and then it didn't.
I finally beat him.
It
all worked out in the end. I always forget that the final round doesn't have a time limit on it, which makes it significantly less challenging. I think we still would have made it pretty narrowly, but oh well.
Just say you would have, and nobody can prove you wrong.
I mean, they probably could, actually. They could probably just look at the math and figure it out.
What if you got lucky? What if you knew what you were doing? You were saving all of it. You were manipulating RNG up to that point.
Sure.
To get it to just stand still.
Let's roll with that. That's fine.
You are the KH expert, after all.
After all, that's me. Please don't stop recording Final Cut after I've just done this thing to you. Are you still rolling? God, I never understand. Like, sometimes I click into the window and it just kills whatever audio we're rolling on there, and it didn't do it that time, so
maybe
I guess we're fine.
It hadn't been rolling long enough.
I don't know, man. I did it 2 seconds ago when we were doing our sound check, which was like barely 30 seconds. I clicked in there and it stopped on its own.
Yep. Oh, and hey, look, there's that flat piece of cardboard. Aqua.
Oh, okay. All right. What do I need to load? I have multiple save files here.
Oh, no.
I believe that this is where we were last time. That was right after beating Monstro. Then I played some more and leveled up 5 times? Yeah. That game clock is really not accurate because I spent a lot of time just sitting, not doing anything. And then after we beat the next 2 worlds, I have this save file to load, and we will be done loading save files and never have to look at the menus ever again.
Wow.
I spent some time yesterday while I was going through my streams, writing notes, just grinding some stuff out as Aqua, and getting everything that we could ever possibly want or need, anything that our hearts may desire. So we shouldn't have anything to worry about.
You shouldn't throw the word heart around loosely in this game.
Don't tell me what to do.
Listen.
You're not the boss of me.
I'm not.
Anyway, so we got Olympus Coliseum first, and we got... we got Olympus Coliseum, and we got that other place, Deep Space.
Let's see if Olympus Coliseum can be 3 for 3 of being a pretty alright world.
I was gonna ask, where do you want to go first? Because it really doesn't matter, because I can melt literally anything in the game now. You want to do Olympus first?
Yeah, let's do it.
We go to Olympus first.
That way, if it's good, hey, it's a good start, and if it's bad, well, energy is still high enough at the beginning.
Yeah, of course, right?
We'll see. Oh, and you got all your decks set up?
That's correct. Well, after we load a save file, there'll be a little bit more set up than they are right now, but for our current purposes, they're plenty set up.
Alrighty.
Well, basically, across these next 2 worlds, we're going to unlock a few more. We're going to unlock the final 2 command slots, and then after that, they'll be set.
Gotcha.
And no more variation will be required. We'll also, even though I've already done them off screen, I'm going to demonstrate a couple of things for you folks, just so the folks at home know how to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to demonstrate how to acquire a couple of things that are useful, that we will be making, that we will be utilizing on screen during the events of today's recording session.
All right.
Assuming we get that far. We should. We will either be wrapping up Birth by Sleep today or 2 days from now, depending on how long this takes, depending on how distracted we get, and depending on how much other bullcrap we do today, other than this.
Yeah! Stand back, sweet cheeks. I'll take care of this.
Please do. I would have loved to see it.
Hurt, they're all yours!
It's just a direction thing you see in a lot of games like this that we are fortunately getting away from in a lot of Western games as we get more mocap performances and stuff like that. But like run in, pose, other character looks, reacts, poses. Like it's just it's just completely rhythm killing. It doesn't feel like things that human beings would do.
No, but I guess like when you grow up with it, you get so used to it that it kind of stops bothering you.
I suppose.
Oh no, but what about her?
I don't care. He'll be fine. Listen.
He
came
just
after
ran
me anyway,
off.
it doesn't matter.
He just hit that fat dab.
It's possible. You keep an eye on Herc, I'll keep an eye on the enemies, and you tell me exactly what he does and doesn't do.
Okay, he's just charging right now, but I feel like if you get the angle right, it is the fat dab.
What's the difference between a normal dab and a fat dab?
I'll let you decide.
Okay,
I'll leave it to your imagination. Yeah, you weren't lying when you said you're gonna melt these guys. I mean, you were last time, but it's been a little bit, so I don't remember what melting looks like.
There we go.
Okay, wow, that was fast.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I mean, I could have gone faster. I was being kind of like, I was doing the tactical, like, move into position, slow cast, let it linger, another cast. I was doing kind of like this slow, methodical approach. I could have just been mashing triangle anytime I was in the general vicinity of enemies, and that would have done the trick too. I almost skipped the cutscene. That would have been a mistake. Hey, he said it right.
Well, maybe if you weren't trying to show off.
Who asked you, kid? You'll understand more when you're older.
And stronger. Strong enough to be a hero.
Hero
You
des.
think being strong is the same as being a hero?
Sure, mostly. Look how strong Terra is, and he's champion.
Terra.
So, sugar cakes. You got any plans for later? You know, I trained a few heroes in my time. Maybe I could recite you a little epic poetry.
Do you really know Terra?
Of course I do. He's the local hero everybody's going gaga for. Oh, now I get it. You're one of his fans. Everywhere I go, it's Terra this, Terra that. More like Terra Bull.
Oh, no. You see, I just want to track him down.
Yeah, tell me about it, sister. You and the rest of Greece. Kid shows up out of nowhere.
Would've been nice to see any of that fame.
Oh, well.
Dazzling the whole town, and then the
It would've been
movement
nice.
up and vanishes.
Everybody says Terra's the real thing.
But in a game where they apparently can't or won't do general NPC crowds, we just gotta assume.
Yeah.
Come on, Phil, be nice.
So you're telling me he isn't here?
Whoa, not so fast. He may not be here right now, but you never know. He could always decide he's going to show up for the games.
Yeah, to defend his title.
And if you enter, there's always a chance you might run into him.
Couldn't you check the roster
I'll sign you up
beforehand, though?
myself. And if you need a trainer, I'd be more than happy to put you through the ropes.
But Phil, I had to practically beg you to agree to train me.
Shh, pipe down, kid. You and she ain't got the same attributes, if you know what I mean.
God.
You know, you're right. Please sign me up for the game.
It's I mean, we've talked previously about these scenes having a lot more flow and feeling more energized than a lot of the other stuff. Part of it is just the snappiness of the writing and feeling kind of comedic, but the other thing that's key is every character in this scene wants something different. Hercules is kind of superfluous here, but he is here to be kind of a straight man and rib on Phil
Yeah.
as he goes on, like with that, you know. But you had to practically beg to train. I had to practically beg you to train me.
Mm-hmm.
Aqua wants information and wants to find Terra. Phil apparently wants to hook up with Aqua and wants her to stick around for the purposes of doing so. So he's attempting to convince her to do some other stuff. Hercules is here to give Aqua some slightly less Phil-esque exposition on what the situation is that she'll listen to a little bit more, because she probably has more respect for that kid who just fought with her than she does for the little goat man who's trying unsuccessfully to flirt with her.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the scene has something to do. Everybody has relatively conflicting objectives. Aqua wants to leave to go and find Terra, and Phil wants her to stay. These are things that make up scenes. Characters have to want things that are different from one another. They don't have to be ready to like literally choke each other, but like, generally speaking in writing, if everybody wants the same thing, then don't show me the scene. If everybody wants to get to the same location, I don't need to see them driving there. I only need to see what happens when they get there and how they're gonna disagree over how to handle whatever the situation is. Unless they're in the car, they're arguing about how they're gonna handle the situation.
Yeah.
Then you can get to go, this is just general structural stuff. And I was just thinking about it there, where it's like, I noticed in particular, you know, then I can't stay here, I should go find him. And him saying, whoa, no, stick around, he'll be back. You know, it just stuck out to me there.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
I had 20,
All right.
I had 30 seconds to beat those guys, apparently. I have 15 seconds to beat this guy.
How fast can you do it?
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't count off my clock, so it's fine.
You got a little bit faster that time, I think. Oh boy, you're gonna be clearing this in no time.
Nothing else matters.
Jeez.
I wonder if I could do it without even the mag. I mean, the magnet cast does flat damage, obviously, but let's just do 2 thunder casts and just one thunder cast. Those guys are weak enough that it didn't matter. All right.
You're just too strong, though.
But the problem is that if I
no.
get hit, it knocks me out of it. That makes it more difficult. Oh, no, no, no.
There goes your world record pace right there.
Exactly. Took that one hit, threw the whole thing off. You know what? We're just gonna do a little style. Didn't need to, just felt like it.
Yep. And
As soon as they're dead, the clock stops.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it just has to wait for the animation to. As you've observed, sometimes in this game, the animations just kind of don't want to stop,
Nah.
regardless of whether or not anything is
Listen.
happening anymore.
It took them a while to animate that, so they want you to appreciate it.
They even had to prioritize my form shift, even though nothing was. Whatever. I don't care. Done. Goodbye. Okay,
Oh
listen.
no.
I think I may have talked about this last time. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
Well,
But I guess it didn't matter. One thing
well.
I might have talked about this previously, but I'm not sure, is that I noticed when watching some footage of KH1 again recently, where that game has some of these really harsh, like, animation-based movements, where, for example, in the particular footage that I'm referencing, which is actually from the now defunct Super Best Friends playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pieces. There's a bit where they cast thunder in the air, or they attempt to, but Sora hits the ground before the spell actually goes off because they try to cast it a little bit late, and when they hit the ground, it cancels the casting animation and thus cancels the thunder cast entirely and have to cast it again. But what I noted was that it doesn't burn your MP until it has
after
gone
it's
off,
active,
right?
yeah.
Whereas there, I mean, those attacks that I'm moving, the attacks that I'm using there come out extremely quickly. There are other attacks that don't come out so fast, that just leave you exposed, and if you get hit during any of them, it burns the command, and you just gotta wait. And of course, I've ground out to have all of my attack hastes and magic hastes, so things already replenish as fast as possible. But, whatever.
Aqua, right? Hey,
There
I'm
he
Zack,
is.
Your opponent in the final. Man, finally! Once I beat you, I get to take on Terra.
Terra? Why, I don't understand. Are you saying there's another match after the final?
Uh-oh. Guess you didn't get the memo. Oh, Phil, would you tell her the rules?
Fine. Here's how it is. The games are divided into two brackets. You got your East, you got your West. The winners from each bracket face off in a championship match. Now, right now, you are competing in the East, and we got no idea about the other side. For all we know, your boy Terra could be cruising through over in the West.
Then I shouldn't be fighting matches here. I should be over there, looking for him.
No, you, can't. It's not allowed. Athletes are expressly forbidden from watching matches in the other bracket.
Did he just make that up? How should I know?
All right, fine.
See, that's the same stuff that I'm talking about here, where it's like we got two characters with conflicting interests and two other characters who are basically just there to riff on the situation. Like, that's why the scenes here feel so much snappier. The characters have conflicting motivations and kind of reasons for existing within the scene. And making little jokes, right? Like,
yeah, no, it's pleasant. It's a scene.
Phil throws something out and Hercules and Zack comment on it really quickly. It comes out really smoothly. It makes the characters, it's funny and it feels a lot more authentic than recycling the same joke over and over again about Phil not being able to count, right? Like in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and in Chain of Memories, the only real jokes we wrung out of him, other than he's short and not very powerful, was mainly just, I got 2 words of advice for you, kid. Attack! And that was it. And I think we got one counting joke in this that was lingered on for way too long with, like, it cut away to Ven counting on his fingers, and it's like, come on. It's not that funny. Like, we don't need this whole extra reaction shot of Ven going, 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking of the comparable moment in Kingdom Hearts 1 where he goes, I got 2 words. You guys ain't heroes. And while he's saying the line, it cuts to reaction shots of, you guys ain't heroes. And it cuts to Sora, Donald, and Goofy. And while he's saying the line, for just this very brief shot, you see Goofy counting off.
Yeah.
Like, it's in the middle of kind of a montage. It's much faster, and it's way funnier there than having Phil say a joke we've heard before, then draw emphasis to, wasn't that joke super funny, guys? Now we're actually, like, this campaign actually is... We've had other jokes from Phil. He's used weird, funny words that other characters in the game don't use. He's flirting. People in the game don't really flirt or even acknowledge the fact that people are in love most of the time outside of the Disney princess stuff. It's fun. It feels authentic and neat.
Look, you gotta just stay.
You may be saying to yourselves, audience, Jacob, we're not dumbasses. Why are you explaining this? I don't just sit around and criticize when things don't work. If something is working, I want to say, and let's explain why it functions the way that it does.
You're giving it props.
Just
You're giving the game props where it deserves it.
Trying to demonstrate what works and what doesn't so we can all hopefully learn important lessons about writing.
Hey, do it for us too?
All right, then. I'll finish what I started.
You will? Oh, the gods are smiling on me today. I'll be waiting for you in the vestibule. Just tell me when you're ready to go.
A match between Zack and Aqua? This I can't miss.
Ixnay on the action way. You got training to complete.
Oh, that's right. Well, good luck, guys. I'll see you around.
Aqua, give it your best out there.
You too.
I am so fired up!
He's doing his squats.
Zack,
Yeah.
Terra is a friend of mine. How exactly is it that you know him?
This is a major trait for him in Crisis Core, of like he's just so full of energy all the time that like
he's just squatting.
yeah, it's like if he's got nothing to do, like he's like a puppy, he can't stand still. It's like if he has to stand still for 2 seconds for somebody to explain something to him, he's like, this is a waste of time. I'm gonna do squats while I'm listening. I love this bit though. This is very interesting to me, where he says this dude named Hades.
Tried to make Terra his pawn of darkness.
If he's from Olympus, wouldn't he go Hades, the god of the dead? The Lord of the Underworld?
No, he never cared. He never cared to learn.
Well, no, then that raises the question of but then, like, is Zack from here? Or is he from another planet and he came here to get hero training? Because that would also hype, like, Zack wants to be a hero really badly. If he found out that this world trains heroes, maybe he would want to come here. But that raises the question of where he's from originally and how he got here. And then that would also explain why he doesn't really know what's up with Hades. But either way, these are just, it's not important. It's just a note that I have, just an observation.
And he used me to do it. He had some kind of magic, or something, that made me crazy. Gave me weird powers that I turned against Terra.
And the reason that that's awkward is not because, the voiceover lines there, again, to observe what works and what doesn't, is not because it's weird that he's, like, breaking up his words incorrectly, like, or, like, you know, making those little grunts between his lines of dialogue. It's because they don't line up with the exercises that he's doing. Like, he's grunting as he goes down, he's grunting as he comes up, he's grunting as he's standing still. Like, he's not making those noises at the points where you're actually exerting yourself while doing a squat.
Yeah, no, the effort was just, hey, voice actor, make tired noises.
Yeah, just, again, I'm sorry I'm being anal. These are the things that I notice all of the time. You guys may think that I'm crazy for paying attention to this kind of stuff. I don't mean to.
But you know what? Terra freed me.
The second that I go, this is working really well, or this isn't working quite so well, I just like have to figure it out.
Well, that's enough with the drama.
Okay, I kind of just talked over something important there, which is basically Zack said, oh, the darkness was bad, but Terra saved me because he's a cool dude, and Aqua said, I didn't know.
And it's like, oh man, all those terrible things I saw him do earlier.
Maybe she's going, oh, never mind, I guess he's fine then. We're getting witness testimony on Terra is not evil, and indeed, actively fought against
What if she's actually sitting there and, like, replaying all the past events in her mind and going, oh yeah, he didn't do anything, like, at all, this whole time.
Oh, well,
I was a real asshat.
It's too late now.
Alright, kick his butt.
Oh,
Oh, no!
Are you ready for this? Yes, let's begin. That's what she sounds like.
I was about to say, that was a spot-on impression.
I try my best. I've done a lot of Aqua impressions over the last 6 months.
I promised Terra I'd face him.
I guess a little bit longer than that. I was doing some other videos before we started doing the BBS stream.
It almost makes me jealous. Let's fight.
Woof. Ah, beautiful delivery. Let's fight. I mean, I guess she doesn't care. She's not enthusiastic about this. But, like, she doesn't want to be doing this tournament thing, I guess, but it's just... Like, I'm sorry, I don't buy that this is anybody other than a person in a booth who doesn't want to be there recording this anime nonsense.
That's big damage.
Oops,
all
my
right.
mistake, I missed him.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, well, that was that.
Aw, man.
That was a fight.
Yeah, you could call it that, yeah.
Yep. Somebody was fighting, and somebody was getting their ass kicked.
Lost.
I lost to a bunch of
I've got a long ways
losers.
to go if I'm gonna become a hero.
Really? It's you? Here I thought I'd drop in to see which musclehead was up next, and holy hydras, it's just a little
So watch Hades' eyes carefully here during this next bit.
girl, a little lassie, a little bluebird.
Hades!
And that's how I know that this isn't just the English localization team suddenly having fun with the script. For whatever reason, the Japanese staff really cared about this world and tried too.
Yeah.
Because they bothered to animate Hades checking out Aqua.
I'm sorry. Is that a mosquito? Where did I put that bug spray?
Mosquito?
So you're Hades. You use Zack and try to cast Terra into the darkness.
So,
Why did
Yeah.
Why
I
did
remember
Zack
that.
run in a square formation? Like Hades is standing in the middle, and Aqua and Zack are on either side of him. Zack turned left 90 degrees, ran, turned right 90 degrees, ran, and turned right 90 degrees again, and ran so he could run up
Maybe
to Aqua
that's
in
just
a
how they
straight
do it where
line.
he's from.
you're acquainted with the spineless chicken heart.
Terra is my friend, and I
Is that
hear
so?
he triumphed over the darkness.
So it sounds like you have no reason to be mad at him then, Aqua.
Not spineless.
Funny, you know, because I heard different. You see, it was Chickenheart who asked me for a little, shall we say, instruction on how to use darkness in the first place.
Never.
And he was so close to doing it, too, when the sap went and got cold feet. Now, if that ain't cowardly, I don't know what is. But you, my little bluebird, why not flit over here and demonstrate some real courage for the winning team?
The darkness doesn't interest me.
Well, that was rude. A no thank you, your godliness, might have sufficed. Fortunately, I still get to destroy you. Rules say you face me next. And I have a whole lot of darkness.
Do the rules
with
say
your
that?
name
Yeah.
The rules just
on
say you
it.
face the winner from the other bracket. Does that mean that
Get back here,
Hades has been
Hades.
participating in the other tournament, just destroying people? Monsters,
Man,
whatever.
if only-
Also,
Yeah, we're
Aqua
up
could just
against him.
leave.
She could,
Aqua,
but
Like, Aqua could be like, I'm
Look.
not gonna play his game.
you gotta avenge me and Terra.
What?
we gotta avenge
I
Terra
will.
and Zack for
By
the
beating him in a fair duel?
yeah for beat Hades in a duel.
Great.
Indeed, beat him in the arena.
We're just gonna beat him. He's gonna be like, I have lost. You have bested me. I shall turn over a new leaf. And then everybody hugs and leaves. The end.
That's exactly how
Credits
it's gonna
roll.
go down. All right, I want. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. While I'm in here though, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to add a little bit extra something into this. I guess I'll just give it another mine. Why not? I really don't need any cures because, as you've noticed before,
Yeah.
mobs can't touch me.
Yeah, you don't really need that.
Let's go. You ready for this?
Shouldn't she also be a little more... Well, no, never mind. She doesn't really know that he's a god or anything, so...
Well, he did say your godliness, but maybe she doesn't really know what a god is. I mean, they're not very religious on the Land of Departure.
It's chilly out here in the blood red moon.
I love that we've had two different opportunities, like of 2 different times of Ven and Zack sitting
it's
in
this
the
thing.
audience,
I should've-
presumably in position with other audience members who just aren't there.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have guessed this guy was coming back.
I never said one-on-one.
No fair, Hades.
I suppose that's in the rules.
Rule number 2. Combatants may call for backup. Maybe you better call yours Bluebird.
He's already here.
Don't, Zack.
Don't help, Zack.
I can
Friendship
do this on
isn't my
own.
power.
Oh, jeez.
I can do this on my own. I am a strong woman, hear me roar. I don't want help from my friends.
I was about to say, like, isn't that action right there like the antithesis of this whole
Yeah,
thing?
it's a really weird, and it's like Zack's already coded into the game as a party member because he's fought alongside Van
Yeah.
earlier in the game. It's a very, it almost feels like maybe the people working on the game, like for whatever reason, Zack freaked out in this fight and they didn't want to waste time reprogramming him. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no, that's not his overall health. That's just his leg, yeah.
Oh no, that's it.
Really?
Now he's dead.
Oh, all right. Well,
Oh no, he's going invincible. That's no good. Oh, he's still invincible.
oh no.
What a waste. Oh no, how will I ever defeat this? And
Well, he's still invincible.
he's really not getting hurt by any of that. Okay, he got hurt by that one.
All right, the
Wow.
one attack.
This is taking like 3 times as long as it took to beat him on stream. I beat him in about 12 seconds then. I don't want to use I'll use Sky Climber for 12 seconds just to show it off, I guess. Whatever. Look,
Sky-
guys, it's Sky Climber, and he's dead now.
Well, you did it. You learned Diamond Dust. Yay.
Before, I just killed him in 12 seconds with Thunder Surges, and I wasted my time on a shot block. It was completely useless. I should have just stuck with my guns.
You had bad RNG, all right? He went invincible. You lost some time, but it wasn't your fault.
I should have attacked him first, because Ice Titan can't go invincible, but I noticed last night when I was prepping this, I killed Ice Titan without meaning to. Like, I was literally fighting Hades.
And you killed him back.
And he went invincible, and I noticed that the Ice Titan was leaning down. So I said, oh, he's vulnerable. I'll go punch him in his stupid face. And I was trying to unlock on from Hades and lock onto the Ice Titan, and I couldn't. And eventually I realized it was because there were stars spinning around him because I'd already killed him on accident without intentionally targeting him once.
That's just fantastic.
I knew that snow
I'm vastly overleveled.
I can tell.
cone wouldn't cut it. I need a real Titan.
What's up with the audio
I was
mixing on
just
this?
about to ask if the auto mixing was weird or if something was wrong with my headphones.
I noticed this before too. I don't know what it is, man.
Stay tuned.
Like that sounded intentionally like modified to give it kind of that
Yeah,
echo as
but-
it was leaving, but the rest of it just sounded kind of weird. I don't know. Whatever.
Ah,
Maybe it was
who
intentional.
cares?
It's probably intentional. Easy way to
Stupid
find out is to
Hades.
compare it to the Japanese version and
Next
see if
time
there's a
I'll
similar
put him in his
effect.
place. Oh yeah, you're the champ. We gotta celebrate.
That won't really be necessary.
Hey, how
Man, it's
about
like
one
anybody.
date?
Oh boy.
What were you gonna say,
I was
Joey?
gonna say it's like anybody can like tournaments are going all the time and anybody can just be the champion whenever they feel like
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Like Taro was in a tournament and became the champion like what, 2 days ago maybe?
Yep, it's like, oh man,
Anyway.
look at this new champion that didn't fight the previous champion, so it really doesn't count.
Anyway, this is a lot of people's favorite scene in the
He
game.
said,
How
let's-
about
a
one
date.
date, which is a you may remember that was a thing that Aerith does in FF7.
Yep.
As her payment to Cloud for being her bodyguard. One date. This is kind of a thing that Zack does in Crisis Core 2.
Oh, you mean, no. I have to leave right away. Besides, I still have so much training to do.
Fair enough. And I'm still a work in progress after all.
Huh?
Well, how about this? I become a hero, then we go on a date.
Look at her, like her eyes like darting all over. Like I don't know how to respond to this.
Yes! Great, it's settled. Herohood, here I come.
This is one of the only like really endearing moments that Aqua gets in the whole game.
Yeah, I was
because
about to say.
we see her on her back foot. We see her like having a normal, understandable human reaction to things that are happening around her. It's a fun little cute scene.
Oh, it's
Displays
over
of
already?
human
Man, I finished
emotion.
today's training in record time.
Well, it couldn't have been record time. We fought Hades at night, dude.
It's the next day.
What's really funny is that there is a nighttime version of this room that exists for cutscenes in Kingdom Hearts 1 that they
could've
could
just
have
reused.
used.
Your face is red.
Is it?
Nothing.
It's supposed to be. She's got the
wanna
anime
be a
blushies.
hero,
You just
too.
can't see them.
We talked about blush tech during the streams.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know my Kingdom Hearts 2 rewrite?
Uh-huh.
There's a bit in it where I call for a character to blush, and I even wrote in the script I left a note for myself of like, can we do that? Do characters ever blush in Kingdom Hearts? Do we have blush
Not in
tech?
this game.
And then we got here and there was no blushing, so it's like I guess there's no blush tech in Kingdom Hearts.
Right? Strength alone won't make you into one.
I know.
And just
Strength
recolor
alone
part of
won't
the
make me a
face a
true
little
hero.
bit.
I'm starting
It's
to
too
think-
tough,
Really,
dude.
it's not too bad.
It's too hard.
Add an extra layer over it so it has potential to look just god
You've
awful.
got strength in your heart, too. Never stop trying. And one day you might just become a true
And here she
hero
goes back to her
after all.
normal spiel.
Terra, you too. Keep fighting.
Look at that little smile and that confidence. Terra's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
The kids are all right. Everything is great and hunky-dory in the world of Terra, Aqua, and Ventus. The story is kind of sloppy. You may have noticed this over the course of the time that we've spent with it so far.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh well, hey, that was a good world. That was fun. I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was enjoyable. It was an enjoyable experience.
It was also over extremely quickly. Let's see how fast this one goes.
How fast can I go? I can go pretty fast if I need to.
Oh boy. Don't make a joke.
I won't.
We've made too many jokes.
Look at all those blue spaceships flying by quickly.
Yep. Alright, let's see how shenanigans play out this time around.
You know, one thing I've been impressed with so far with the footage of Kingdom Hearts 3 and also with the kind of Ground Zeroes game, the 0.2 game,
Yeah.
is that those little intro title cards for the worlds are pretty impressive.
That's
like
good.
they're no longer these little.
How'd you get here?
They're no longer like, you know, GIFs and JPEGs. They're now like these really lavishly animated, like kind of 3D sequences.
Okay. You'll have to show me some of those later.
There's still little title cards. Is there any world? Any world
This
they
isn't a
haven't
world,
found?
it's a spaceship.
Also, Aqua, what do you think you're here to do? Why did you come
I
here
was
if not
just about to say,
find
it doesn't even-
Burst?
But it doesn't even show her board the ship, she's just there.
I'm still on Boss Basher.
Oh no.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. Hit target the one in the middle, do the thing.
Oh, I didn't even do the right
Oh
one.
no. Oh, well. Maybe you're good. Yep.
There
Yeah.
we go. So I want to point something out there.
Okay.
He was up above the ground for like almost a full second before his hitbox became active.
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't great. Teleport spike.
Teleport Strike is her final finisher.
Oh.
Her final, her natural, not in a command style finisher.
Is it actually good? Like,
Yes.
do you actually gap close to him?
Well, so you remember how like the main one for her is Magic Pulse, where she just kind of has like the little
Yes.
AOE balls that go up around her.
Yeah, those are fine.
So they're really good. They actually complement the magnet stuff pretty well. If I didn't already have the thunder to just kill everything instantly. Magic Pulse 4 is pretty good because you hit X multiple times to do multiple hits of it, and the final one actually has like let's say I was standing here. The AOE is wide enough to hit basically everything that's down on this floor with me.
That's cool.
So that's pretty solid. But let's see if we can't get to our teleport strike.
You have to equip it though, don't you?
No.
No?
The finishers naturally equip themselves.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. This is not what I was expecting. But that is very good.
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent against bosses too, because you're basically invincible the entire time and they're just homing shots. You just fire a bunch of them and it lasts for a
Okay.
long time.
Yeah, no, that's extremely solid. And it looks very magic-y. It looks very, hey, this is the mage character.
You may or may not remember, but when we maxed out her D-Link as Terra or Ven, that was the finisher that we used when we were using her.
Okay.
When it was completely maxed out, we got basically a weaker version of that had
This
fewer
looks
shots.
like the Wayfinders. But how did it get here?
Literally any star-shaped object. Is this a pigeon?
Tell me, where did you get that?
God, that line delivery.
Right?
God! Tell me, where did you get that?
I don't get it! Supposedly, I haven't seen this woman in anything else. People swear up and down that she's a really good actress.
I'm
and
sure
other
she's
things.
fine.
It's probably the voice direction, but it's just like, God.
The voice director was Aerith's voice in
couldn't do
the
another-
other earlier Kingdom Hearts games.
We couldn't do another take of that? Tell me, where did you get that? You know what was really weird about that? Stitch right there, not her. That I just noticed is that most of the characters, when they have the, like, obviously he has a low-res face right now, like his eyes aren't really animated,
Yeah.
right? But he doesn't really, this is his high poly face too, because unlike everybody else, when they have their low poly faces, they just have the lip flaps.
Yeah.
Whereas his mouth is fully animated
Well, I
with
don't
the
think they-
low-res top half.
Yeah, that is weird.
Did you notice that? Because it was doing like this really detailed, like growling. It was kind of vibrating back and forth.
But it's like you can't have a low-res bottom face with him though, because his mouth is too big.
But it's like you know, I guess it's that it's still fully animated and expressive. It doesn't snap to like keyframes, but his eyebrows and eyes do. It's a really weird juxtaposition. Like even Gantu is currently doing kind of like, you know, like default lip flaps. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Dense. Dr. Jumba Jukiba's genetic abomination. 626. Small, blue, vicious.
Are you referring to me?
But he didn't look vicious.
So you
He growled at you.
Yes, he's in the ventilation system.
Gone up the ventilation shaft. I made that same joke on stream. I don't care. Star Wars prequels are not good.
Hold it right there. Why don't I know you?
They've gone up the ventilation shaft.
I broke into your ship. I'm not from around here.
Are we?
Big gun. That gun is almost as big as Aqua
It's
is.
massive.
I love the idea that like that Gantu and Stitch like carry the exact same gun, just of completely different sizes. Like it's literally the same gun.
Yeah.
Just one is really big and one is very, very small.
What is the
So
meaning of
heavy.
this? Captain Gantu, did I not order you to apprehend the fugitives immediately?
Yes, and I will have them in custody soon. They'd be locked up already if those wretched monsters would just... I mean, if I hadn't uncovered this potential stowaway.
I wasn't trying to sneak on board.
I did it successfully.
And those monsters, I followed them.
Hey,
here.
a no good stowaway would have gotten
Handle
caught.
this
I'm a
threat.
great
Just give me a
stowaway.
chance. Let me show you. The weapon I carry is the only one that can stop them.
Our weapons are of no use against them? Is this true?
Well, we haven't explored all our options.
It's completely untrue. Zack and Hercules can both hurt the unversed. In the older Kingdom Hearts games, it was established that enchanted weapons and certain weapons were better at fighting Heartless than conventional weaponry.
I
and
feel
of course,
like a laser gun would be pretty good at fighting these guys.
compared to
because it's energy.
Hercules' fists. I guess supposedly he's a demigod. Or Zack's totally normal sword.
Yeah, but he does do sparklies with it, so it's like he's
Also,
channeling
Stitch can be in your
power.
party and he shoots it unversed and hurts them with the guns that he has. They're the same as
Nor
Gantu.
do
Yeah,
we
so this
have
is just a
time
straight
to-
up lie.
This is
We are
incorrect.
fortunate you are here, Aqua. Your assistance would be most welcome.
But Grand Councilwoman, you can't honestly believe what this stowaway says.
I think you'll find I can. We have a crisis.
I love
Jumba
that.
and 626 are in at
Shuts him
large,
down.
And these monsters are obstructing attempts to apprehend them. Or did I mishear your latest excuse as to why you've again failed to carry out your duties, Captain? Will you help us?
Of course. Defeating them is my job. It's what I do best, ma'am.
To be fair,
might
she is
I make
extremely
one
good at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
She is the
Should we
John
have
Wick of
another
unversed
opportunity?
extermination.
Please do whatever you can to apprehend them intact.
You want me to capture Dr. Jumba and Experiment 626?
But you can't just... That's my job!
You had your chance, Captain Gantu.
Just a brief side note. You can say this for most of like the Disney character voice actors, obviously, because I mean they're used to playing these characters and
Yeah.
they're just here in the booth to do it again. Some characters, not so much, especially like some of the older characters, like, you know, the Snow White and stuff like that, where they don't really have voice actors sitting around ready to do them like on call typically. But like the people, all the voice actors for this world, Gantu and Jumba and the Grand Councilwoman, like they're all here to play ball. They are all playing this with just as much conviction as they normally do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's my job.
Yeah, it's very good,
Stand
very well
down and
executed.
await orders. We will monitor the location of the monsters and keep you apprised. Thank you for your help, Aqua.
How?
Of course.
Give her like a little Bluetooth headset. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Experiment 626
I'm sure
is carrying
there's
the wayfinder.
tons of like speakers.
I'd note that
Like,
shit.
Yeah. Just shout at her over the loudspeakers throughout the entire ship. Aqua, go left. Who's this Aqua person they keep talking to?
they talk. What about water? What is this?
They're trying to reroute the water systems? This is like that scene in the Star Trek reboot where they warp into some kind of distillery and it's supposed to be the engine room? Holds of, what did she say? I read it too
Who
fast.
cares?
Shut up! 100% completion. Hordes of monsters have been sighted in the prison block and outside the transport ship. They are impeding the ship's departure and must be eradicated. Would you help us?
You know, you say 100%, but you already opened a text box once. Opening it again doesn't count as your progress even further. So,
true.
Yeah.
But it's 100% in my mind. Also, they're impeding our departure. From where?
And they're actually not, because this place is literally just going.
But we're literally in deep space! We can't depart from anywhere!
You know. Oh wow, you got another balloon letter.
I don't need that.
Why not?
I don't want it! I don't need it!
You don't need it to... Oh, did you put the take Bosch back?
You're correct.
Bosch
I thought of that at the exact same time as you did, actually. I was on my way there. Wrong one. The Mob Masher and the Good Grinder.
What's the Good Grinder for?
That's just for any abilities that are miscellaneous. They don't really fit into these, like, okay. They don't fit into the Melt decks. They fit into the, I need a Fire Dash and a Thundara and all these other weird things to get the things that I want.
Understood.
But I can just kind of have a perpetual deck that I can rotate to that's just ready for actual combat, so I don't have to worry about it.
Okay, I love also the concept of, will you help us defeat them? Yes, I will. And then you just see her cartwheeling away from everything.
I have a job to do, Joey. They said they're on the exterior.
Isn't this where you just... Oh,
they're on the exterior of the ship, and they're in the prison. Other than those two, they don't matter.
Okay.
Don't question it.
I was about to say, are we going to get to see the door open?
No.
Nope.
No. That is literally untextured outer space out there. Not just untextured space, untextured outer space.
That's the true deep space.
Gotta be careful with that kind of stuff.
Oh, great.
And now we have to actually, instead of just cruising past these people, we are now required to fight them. So,
great.
Now,
oh, I remember this room, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Okay, that's great. I'm gonna just go over here and... Yeah, video games. Am I right, fellow gamers?
We truly are the most oppressed.
Now, technically speaking, the fastest way to do this is to do the third person. Okay, hold on.
Wait, whoa, what was that? What? Excuse me?
I'm doing the shooter, Joey. I'm playing Doom.
I don't remember this.
I didn't use it because it's
Doom?
terrible.
I don't remember Doom looking quite like this.
This is not very good, but it is the most efficient way to do that section, so. There you go. That's right. The UI doesn't leave the screen for the finishing animations.
You did it. You got air slide.
We did.
Oh, you got that.
Yeah, so she gets air slide and a double jump. I remember earlier you asked me, does she get better movement abilities other than the dodge roll, and I couldn't remember. She does get an air slide like Terra.
I said, is that better? Like, will it cover more distance faster?
Compared to the dodge roll, I believe so. But at the very least, I can get around between, like, elevated platforms more easily now.
What's that?
It reminds me of my friends.
Does it?
It absolutely does.
Why is this here? Again?
I don't know how that got outside. It's never explained.
Because
her story takes place between Terra's and Ven's, not concurrently, so I actually have no idea how that thing got outside.
Great.
Oh, wait, no, actually, I think it's referenced. I think in a minute, Stitch is going to be at an airlock, like, trying to go outside and get it, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
So, never mind. I'm wrong, actually. I should have more faith in this game, clearly.
Clearly. Oh, and you're back.
That's correct, I am. Here, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and... I don't even need to. I just wanna. I just feel like killing. Get up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, maybe you should just keep going.
No, I actually have to get in that teleporter in the middle of the room, and to get in that teleporter, I have to kill everything in the room.
No. Yeah. Okay.
There we go. So you'll also notice that when I do this, now there's a little bit of a green tinge to it initially. Like, you see that kind of green wave go up around it? This is now Renewal Shield, which actually heals me when I use it.
Cool stuff.
And it also has a counter attached to it now, so...
Do the air dash.
Oh, hold on. I'll do the air dash. It's really pathetic right now because it's not leveled.
Well, put it on and it'll start leveling.
Well, we aren't going to have to because I'm going to load a save file.
Oh, yeah,
you're
right. It doesn't matter. I forgot. This world doesn't exist that we're in right now.
Look at... God.
Yeah, that's real bad.
Okay, even beyond just the... Okay, so this is going back to the animation stuff we've talked about previously, like look at Aqua hit her head on that ceiling, right?
Yeah.
Going back to... I mean, we talked about this already, but like the double jump and the glide in Kingdom Hearts 2 and how fluidly you drop out of them.
Yeah, no, it's like you dash through and then idle animation and to the ground into
Spin,
land.
lose all forward, literally stop dead in the air, lose all forward momentum.
Yeah,
like, I don't know if I know
lose all forward momentum. You go forward a little bit, hit the ground, all momentum stops again.
I know that because when you hit the ground, you stop running too. You have to have the character do their landing animation where they're just planted and won't move.
Have it like Dark Souls, where if you fall down, there is an animation, but you can cancel it if you roll immediately. So it's like the animation won't even play out if you hit the roll button as soon as you hit the ground.
I know you really haven't been playing Days because you don't have time, but like
Yeah.
even Days has these air dashes that feel really good because they're snappy. They come out instantly, and when they're done, they just like, you don't spin, you don't lose all your forward momentum. Just you start dropping, but your forward momentum is maintained from like the burst of speed. It's just, how did we screw it up this bad? Days was outsourced to some other people who make Nintendo DS games. This is a PSP game, and you give me this? In Days, you can be like, jump, dash, 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 glide. In this, it's like...
You need to add some sound effects in right there.
What?
Just some sound effects, like of hitting the ground. Like just like a big meaty whack.
Boom! Oh god, this is so... It's gross.
Yeah, you should just stay on the ground with her. Just roll
I mean, it's
around.
not much better as Ven, the guy with the glide.
No, it's not.
I mean, granted, dropping out of his glide doesn't have a cancel animation that completely kills your forward momentum, but you still gotta hit the ground. You still gotta hit the ground as Ven and stop moving. You come back tomorrow, Christopher Robin.
You must be experimenting.
Hello, I'm Tigger. T-I-double-G-R.
I have orders to
That
take you
spells Tigger. She jumped right over him, like Terra, like
that
Tigger does in the scene where
exactly.
he jumps on poo.
Like you said, you're making the big reference.
Yeah, that's what I was
Everybody's
doing.
clapping right now.
I know what that is.
But first things first.
Yeah.
I am the only Tigger. Well, then what's that over there? Oh, hey, look there. What a strange-looking creature. Looks like another Tigger to me.
I thought when you said, like, I'm the only Tigger, what's that over there? I am the shadow, the true self.
I am. I'd have to like. I don't have the actual line in my head. I haven't practiced a Tigger voice enough. I have to like do direct line reads. I can't imagine a Tigger shadow in my head.
Oh yeah, look at his weapon. It's doing nothing as it kills them when it's green. Like.
Yeah, you know what? Let's observe Stitch. Stitch, hey, buddy, shoot it. They're taking damage.
Yep. It's lethal damage. It can kill him.
Oh no, they're not. I thought they were in. Oh, it didn't matter.
No.
I thought they weren't in the magnets. I was gonna make them big, but it didn't matter. I killed them. I killed them dead. They died.
It. Congratulations.
Thanks, Joey. I appreciate it. I'm glad that somebody appreciates the hard work that I do playing video games that I don't like for hours on end.
Thanks.
God, I'm gonna have played this game 3.5 times before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
I've beaten Sonic 06 3 times.
No, I mean like within the last 6 months.
Oh, that's real bad. I haven't played 06 in like 2 years.
I played this for the stream. I play it again now with you. I replayed Terra's campaign on my own. I replayed Aqua's campaign for Save Scum purposes. I guess it's 2.5 times. Excuse me. But I'm gonna play Dream Drop like 4 times. I did it before the streams to get.
I
did it before the
to
streams.
blame but yourself.
I did it before the streams to get the New Game Plus files. I did it on stream. Before we do it for the playthrough, I'm gonna do Chain of Memories save scumming so we can just skip all the random encounters to make that game half the time. Cause I don't wanna spend another 25 hours playing Dream Drop with you guys. And then I gotta play it again. That's 4 times in 6 months. Plus the first time that I played it in Dream Drop, this is my least favorite game ever.
You've got nobody to blame but yourself.
It's not my fault.
It is. Nobody's making you do this. Nobody's making you play these games like a crazy person. We could just pop that game in and play it, but no.
But it has to be as efficient as possible.
You call playing it 4 times efficient?
Yes.
It's not. it!
It'll make the playthrough half the time!
Maybe, but it'll take 4 times the amount of time.
All that matters is what's on camera!
Oh.
Next episode of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep!
Dr. Jumba and Experiment 626 have been at that time.
Shut up, Joshua. Stop judging me over there.
I'm not judging.
Would you see that they're secured?
Is Experiment 626 really that dangerous of a creature?
We
Yes,
must assume
he's an
so.
abomination
All right,
beyond
then.
a hope of
I'll
salvation.
head over there now.
Head over there on the next episode of Kingdom Hearts Aqua. We don't have time now. We got it. We'll come back later. We have to go for now and stop the recording.
We must end this. This must cease.
This cannot continue.